And we are back. I'm the Dadadpanther variety streamer, and you are in the Panthers Den, and we're talking Marvel's Avengers. Hit the subscribe button and let's get into the video. They just had another dev stream as what is unofficially called Hawkeye Week continues, and we learned a lot so far this week. We've learned a lot, most of it being for the storyline, which is also nice to know where you came from, so you know where you're at. There's something deep about that I was going to say. It's going to sound like some superhero thing, but we learned about everything that's coming in patch 1.5, Hawkeye's new story, the Wasteland, the next gen niblets, and we learned that we can replay the campaign. Now, I previously stated in the last video we had a brand new Iron Man skin that was revealed, and that was going to be interesting for the community, whether or not they're going to like it or not. Well, I'm here to tell you a lot of people like it. I like it as well. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't buy anything in this game. That's just my style. Now, if you buy things in this game, knock yourself out. Whether it's stuff you earn or you swipe your card, to each his own. You love it, and it looks good. So I'm pretty sure you feel good in it. So this is a brand new skin that just came out. They did a really good job keeping it very close to the comics. Very clean skin. I don't think there's anything else they need to really do to it, to be honest. I'm happy with it. Put in the comments whether or not you like it or not. Is it something you're going to purchase, or you're just hoping you get some real good RNG and you're able to get that pattern? That's another thing. They need to make it more accessible to get patterns. Remember when we used to get patterns for just playing the game, enjoying the game? Those were the times. Now, the dev stream once again was another very good dev stream. The guests they have on, it's fun and informative. I mean, you hear me say that all the time. That's for the most part what you're trying to look for in a stream. Fun and informative, and you want to get to know the person that is hosting or streaming, and you're there for who they are as a person, not necessarily the contents in which they're showing you, but who they are as a person. And it's all around. This is what, their fourth or fifth in a row where it's consistent, and it is informative and fun, and it's good TV. So with that being said, it's awesome that we're able to do some stuff in the community. Now, in a previous video, I mentioned there was an issue with not having a colorblind mode in game. I thought it was something that was already addressed after launch. Unfortunately, this is not in the game. Now, it's been on different forums of, hey, listen, are we going to add this quality of life improvement? And the last stream, I think there was a situation where somebody was trying to get that question asked, and unfortunately they weren't able to, and we were able to pick up the ball as a community and run with it on this dev stream. So if you go back and you watch the dev stream, at some point you're going to see me and other superheroes in the community literally just keep spamming colorblind mode, and you'll see it, and it was pretty awesome. And again, there was no disrespect that we're trying to do. We're trying to, how I kept saying it was, is there going to be a colorblind mode? I have friends who are asking. You guys are my friends. You guys are all cool cats, whether you hit the subscription button or not. And we were just sitting there, just all of us kept spamming the same thing over and over again, and it worked. I want to say it worked. And the reason why I want to say that is shortly after the stream on Reddit, there was a previous post. Sorry if I get the name or anything wrong on the information, but it was Fletcher421 asked a question some time ago, and one of the parts of the question was, love to hear an update on if there's any plans for Marvel's Avengers to see these types of enhancements in the future. If so, when? Because basically they had a day where they're basically saying, hey, listen, we want to make games more accessible to people with disabilities or people who have disadvantages, and things like colorblind mode and things of that nature, motion sickness, inverted access, certain things like that, where they're like, hey, listen, we care as a community. And so this person was like, okay, that's great. Hello, hand up in the air. What about us over here at Marvel's Avengers? And that went unanswered until the end of yesterday's dev stream, where CD Phil, and I did say, and we missed CD Phil and LK, the original trio. He jumps in by saying, I know accessibility is an important topic for us. I haven't responded or replied to other threads because I've been asking questions internally. I would do my best to give you guys an update on what's coming and the state of accessibility at the moment. Yes, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. You'll see it. You'll read it better than I did probably. And so Fletcher says, fantastic. thank you so much, Phil. GG to Phil for answering that question and saying that he's answering it or getting questions. I haven't had coffee yet. He is asking people in the ink, hey, what's up with this? So again, it's awesome to be a community and work together for other people. I mean, we want everybody to enjoy the game that we enjoy. The game's not always perfect. You'll never hear me sit there and say that. Now, when it will be, if it is, you'll hear me say it. I'll give credit where credit's due, but I'm cynical. I'm half full, half empty kind of guy. It is what it is. So it was awesome to have that little victory. So right now we're going to stop spamming that in the chat for the next dev stream. Okay, we're done with that. We're going to try to get an update. I'm going to keep keeping you posted on updates for that. But you know what we can start talking about in the chat? Nope, not Gear 2.0. No, not cloning labs. No, let's talk about inverted Y and X axis, if I'm saying it correctly. There are people in the community that would like the option to do that. So let's XY axis. Let's give it a go and see what happens. So GG to the community. So let's keep the focus on the community. Once again, a reminder, Assemble for Charity, a 24-hour community stream is going to be on March 18th, basically when Hawkeye goes live and all the wonderful things of patch 1.5. We're going to assemble some of the top and upcoming streamers for 24 hours. We're streaming for children for cancer. Would love if you come by. The information should be in the description. For sure, there's a short video that might be like 1 or 2 minutes. You'll see in my previous videos. We'll have the information there for sure. If you follow me on Twitch, you'll get that information as well. That's there. And there's also a Twitter for it. So, which you can get from my Twitter. So just again, it's for 24 hours. It's for kids with cancer. And it's an awesome way to give back to the community. When I first started doing YouTube videos and Twitch, one of the things I said is I wanted to continue to give back to the community, and so I want to make sure that this is not the last time I do anything that helps someone else in need. So again, I'm not getting paid for any of that. I don't get any funds whatsoever. It's 100% to an organization for kids, and just something awesome to do, man. Like, the world is a crazy place. So let's try to be a little nicer, right? Let's just try to smile. So, and I would love to tell you some of the big news that's happening. Like, when the conversation comes out, I've showed you the lineup, but I can't speak about it. Spoiler. See, now I feel like Andy and Phil. Like, I know some information. I want to say some information, but I can't say it. So let's move on. Is your pilot speaking? All aboard the hype plane. If you look to your left, you'll see that we have next gen. Next gen is coming. Go ahead and look to your right out there. You're going to be able to see that grassy plain over there. You'll be able to see some campaign replay missions. You guys been asking about that, so that's over there. And we're approaching over here with Hawkeye and a new villain. Maybe 4 sectors here. Don't pay attention to this plane over here, as those are people who don't want us to have fun. Hey, what's up, guys? This is the part where we talk. What if? What you're looking at on the screen is basically on March 18th, right? The same day the Hawkeye comes out. They are doing this thing where on this one, it shows that Marvel's Avengers is number 2 after Outriders. And there's a 3-pack of a 25-year anniversary Tomb Raider that's going to come out. There's some other stuff they're doing. I think Final Fantasy VII gets a remix or something. And on another presser, it doesn't have Marvel's Avengers as high on the list as this does. But neither here nor there, technically. It's 40 minutes. It's going to be on YouTube and on Twitch. In the community, they're really happy. They're hyped because there's some people in the community that are saying, look to the sky. If you're a Marvel's Avengers fan, you're gonna love this. You're gonna be hyped. It's gonna be amazing. Look to the sky. And I did. I was on my phone actually at the time, and so I read it. I looked up, and I live in Florida, and it was a beautiful day. And I was like, it is. What am I taking from this? Nothing. Zip zelch. I'll watch it to watch it. I'll watch it because it's almost like seeing a trailer at the end of a Marvel movie. You don't expect it. You don't expect much, right? And then when it's just for a little bit, but you leave like, man, that was nice. That's what I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for. A Marvel's movie teaser trailer at the end of the credits. I don't think we're gonna get a sizzle tape like old school basic sizzle is like you see like Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. They do those reels of trailer after trailer after trailer, and you're just, oh my gosh. I don't think we're there. I don't think that's what this is. I think there's going to be moments of that in this package, but I don't think Marvel's Avengers necessarily gets that. I could be wrong. I'm looking at this based off the timing on the map, or not the map, the calendar. This is a business move. This is for shareholders. We're getting ready to end from one quarter to the next quarter. That's me. I'm just cynical that way, and I think that's what happens. Now, if there is some ridiculous, awesome, eye-dropping information that is dropped during this presentation, that's going to be awesome for us in the community. But you don't think it's going to be weird that the conversation from CD was they're not holding back anything, and then this information gets dropped? We already know that Andy, and I'm not saying Andy to say Andy and Phil and LK, but they want to tell us more stuff, right? But they can't. I get it, right? You don't think that's going to start something or continue to flame things where it's like, hey, listen, don't say anything. We got Spider-Man. He's finished. Cloning Labs is finished. Hold up. Wait. Super Adapto is finished. Multiplayer is fixed. And we got some new gear. All right. Calm down. Listen. Don't tell nobody. Huh? Shh. Don't tell nobody. But why? Well, I mean, they're excited, they're hyped. Do you see the dev streams? Like, help us out, give us something. Okay, listen. We got this conference coming up for some shareholders, right? And it's going to help us switch over to the second quarter, and then we're going to show it right then and there. Huh? Now, we had an original different plan, but because of COVID, messed everything up business-wise. We kind of scrapped some stuff together, made some changes, changed our structure, just like every other gamer community. But hey, we're gonna do it. We like the honors of it. You're telling me you never done that before for a friend or like a situation? Not in a bad or negative way. None of this is negative. This is just me just throwing this out there. But like, I've done it before. You guys are cool cats, but you guys are family as well. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done it where I've had news and I want to tell that news first. I want to be the one to break that awesome news. So I tell the person, hey, listen, hey, don't say anything. Matter of fact, I do it to my wife all the time. I'm like, hey, listen, our daughter can't have cupcakes at 10 a.m. What parent gives cupcakes at 10 a.m.? What is wrong with you? And she'd be like, well, I'm sorry. I figured it was the last cupcake. She likes cupcakes. And as soon as she comes from downstairs, hey, princess, do you want a cupcake? And my wife will look at me like, what was that? And I'll just wink at her. Bling. Like, so if that happens, as a community, we'll love it. But then I think some people in the community will be like, wait, you're showing it off on the publisher side of it, but not on the dev side of it? Okay. That's an interesting stand to take. The other thing about it is, I don't know. I just think it could be anything. It could be Captain Marvel with a teaser. It could be a Wakanda ship. Look to the sky. That part really, I'm stretching there. But honestly, I think what it's going to be is it's going to be a mixture of a bunch of stuff that's coming out for different games. If you're a fan of each one of these games, you're going to know the information probably they're going to show you, because when you care about something passionately, you know the information and you're following the right people and this and that. And I think that's what it's going to be. I think for people who don't have the full information on the game, they're going to come back looking at that Marvel part and they're going to say, wow, that's nice. That's interesting. But for the people who know the information, I think you're probably going to see a little bit of Kate. You're going to see a montage of kind of how you got here. You're gonna get to see maybe some stuff you haven't seen before, especially in next gen on Hawkeye. And then you might get a little that's all I'm gonna call it. You can get a little I just don't see why you would get more than that, because wouldn't it ruin the story? It comes out the same date. We're not talking about this happens 3 months after Hawkeye, like it's WandaVision. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but hey, it's 3 months later. We could talk about it. I just don't see it. I'm hoping, like I said, it's like a little maybe Spider-Man, maybe Iron Man walks out and he's fighting and this and that, and then he's like Underoos, and you're like, oh, that's it, done, end credits. Community be in a happy place. Some people might pass right then and there. Captain Marvel, I'm just assuming Captain Marvel will come towards the holiday season after Gear 2.0, once the state of the game is in a better place. People are paying for it, and that's a way to rebrand. I would love it if they talked about seasons. They talk about it, hey, there's seasons, but we don't know what a season is and how does it end and begin. I would like a peek at a roadmap, not a full one, because I still think they're working stuff out, but roadmap, what's a season, cloning labs, super adaptoid, crossplay, that I'll be fine with that. You give me that in a cool trailer. You don't have to show me Doctor Strange or Doom. You don't have to show me anything more than aimbots. You don't have to show us Creed coming from the sky, which we should already know, because isn't that a part of the story where Miss Marvel embiggened, I guess, and right? I don't know, man. ADM's already said Black Panther has a movie or a trailer or something that's already on the patch that we have. Whether or not that's something that we unlock while we play the new campaign parts of Hawkeye, or it happens afterwards, but that's supposedly, you know, rummaging around there, unless that changes with the new update. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do another video and it's gonna be like 2 times longer than this one. Yeah, it'll be a podcast. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're gonna do a podcast. It's official. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here, and I greatly appreciate that. We talked about the event that is Hawkeye Week. We talked about a recap of what the devs kind of talked about and did. And if you go back and watch it, there's 2 or 3 questions that I asked, and Andy and them went ahead and asked the writers and the crew that was on there. So that's awesome. Shout out to the community. You guys are awesome. Again, 24-hour stream on the 18th. I got some crazy news for you on that one. I can't wait. If everything works out right, that news is going to be crazy. Until next time, kalika-lika-lao.